death is so taboo to talk about, which is so stupid. I understand why people don't like talking about it, but people have also decided to completely dismiss it, to completely exclude it from their everyday reality, which is stupid. Martin Heidegger was a German philosopher who spoke about death and how people tackle it. He advocated that people should face death authentically because he thought the way people treated and viewed death was flawed and is still flawed today. How do you face death authentically? First, you must stop hiding from it. Stop dismissing its reality. I know, you know, that you're going to die. Most people rather distract themselves, which can be easily done by people's everyday responsibilities such as work, taking care of children, technology, and generally concentrating on anything else that isn't the topic of death. It's not hard running away from this topic. However, when death does come knocking around, whether it's yourself or loved ones, people often react in different ways, normally a lot of emotions, which is completely warranted. The main reason people view death as scary is because life ends on earth. But also, you never think about it, you never think about death. So when it does come, you don't know how to react because you're not prepared. Heidegger would call this inauthentic because you fear death, making yourself do whatever it takes to not face death head on. This avoidant behavior contributes to what Heidegger calls the tranquilization of death. Tranquilization is another form of distracting yourself. This is when people make statements such as, "We are all going to die anyway." People tranquilize their feelings of death by attributing it to the whole group rather than to the individual. Instead of thinking, "I am going to die," people view death as, "We are going to die." This makes people think that death isn't personal. It's something we will face. The issue with this perspective is that people feel like they don't have to face death individually. They don't feel the need to reflect about what death is to the individual person. Tranquilization is a form of escapism and willed ignorance towards death. To further explain this theory of tranquilization of death, Heidegger introduces das Man, which translates to the they. In modern culture, the they can be referred to as social norms. These are the faceless people and concepts that impact and even control society. These concepts and people advocate for things and people to be the same. Heidegger would say this is creating average people, averageness. Heidegger explains how social norms is an issue for the Dasein. The Dasein can be explained as an individual being unique and authentic. And this is like very simple terms. Heidegger was concerned that social norms was dissolving people's authenticity. Referring to death, he would say that social norms is the reason why people are in a state of constant tranquilization when it comes to death. People have conformed to the social norms of how to view death, to not talk or think about it, to be fearful of it, to have funerals in a certain way, and to associate death with the group rather than the individual. Das Man, the they, the social norms in the world, is making people face death inauthentically. Why is it important to face death authentically? Because death is the most real thing there can be. It's absolute, it's irreversible, it's the end of your journey on earth. Why would you not take it seriously? Why wouldn't you think about it? Just like how you respect and cherish the day you were born, why shouldn't you respect the day you will die? You must respect it because when that day comes, wouldn't you want to be somewhat prepared? Prepared in the sense that you faced death head on. Instead of being a coward, you faced it, you thought about it, you made sure to live life in a manner that when you do leave this world, you wouldn't look back and be like, "Oh shit, I forgot about this part. I forgot about the end. I forgot about death. I forgot because I never gave it respect. I never thought about it." And again, death is the most real thing out there. It's realer than any show, any movie, any TikTok, any job, anything you care, like anything in the world. It's as real as that, or even more real. So give it respect, and as Heidegger would say, face it head on and live an authentic life.